It is your girl, Miss Cat, the founder of the Woke Money Movement. And you know where we are. It's Monday night, 8:30 on the dot. And so we're hosting our Woke in Business podcast where we highlight, you know, the phenomenal people, the people that's doing a thing. Okay. So we have yet another special phenomenal guest. And as per our custom, I'm just going to give a shout out to the Woke Money Wine. Okay. For those that are tuned in, the Woke Money Wine, which is, our signature wine crafted by Signature Sips. It is all natural, gluten free, fortified, so it's 17% to get you there, right? And so we always do a shout out to the Woke Money Wine before we get this thing popping. All right, but we got somebody. Man, look, we got a phenomenal person in the building tonight. We thank you for taking out your time. I'm not gonna, keep yip yapping. Introduce yourself to the people that's listening, they're watching us. Who are you and what is it that you do?
I appreciate that. So my name is Jeremy Kraft, and me and my wife, she couldn't be here tonight. But we started Blackbook Houston. We're Houston's largest Black business directory. And what we do is we help businesses on our platform get more advertising. We put a spotlight on them so people could be able to find and locate them and make sure that they get the support that they need.
Y'all heard that? Oh, y'all heard that? The Blackbook Houston. And shout out to my girl Sheikah. Sheikah's like, Miss Cat, you crazy. And I said, I love you, girl. Look, so shout out to my girl Sheikah. But what made you guys decide to do a directory? Like, that's big. Like, that's super huge. How did that come about?
So my wife, she's been a hustler her entire life. She's been an entrepreneur. It's been in her spirit. This is my high school sweetheart as well.
Okay.
So we used to sell candy together in high school.
Okay.
And then she just elevated and became like this phenomenal baker doing custom, cupcakes and wedding cakes and just all kinds of stuff. And one day during Black Restaurant Week, she heard an advertisement about a Black-owned restaurant that we had no idea was a Black-owned restaurant. She was like, well, I wonder how many, other businesses are out there that people don't know about. And it was her idea, her vision to, start Blackbook and just create this directory. And it started off as just a list of Black-owned businesses. And during that time, I was in corporate America working as a civil engineer. And I just saw the vision. I was like, hey, there's so much more that we can do with this thing.
Gotcha.
And we sat down, we talked about it. I decided to quit my job and do it full time. And, we started August 2019. Within the first 6 months, we gathered about 330 businesses, and now we have over 1,400 businesses.
Wow. Do y'all hear that? That is phenomenal. So if you want to buy Black, if you want to support Black, that's where you go. You go to the Blackbook Houston. So how, you said that you quit your job. How was that transition? Like, because everybody, we see the 14,000
right.
businesses now, but tell us about the journey.
Man, I think a lot of times social media fools a lot of people because it's a highlight reel of all of the good things
highlight.
that happens. But entrepreneurship isn't easy. No matter what industry that you decide to go into, it's not an easy thing to get into. And the reality is that the struggle, man, we struggle. Shit, sometimes I feel like we still struggle. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Man, the struggle was definitely real. I took out money out of my 401k to kind of support the vision and help propel it and keep it sustainable until we did, start bringing in money.
Gotcha.
So, entrepreneurship is a roller coaster ride.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Sure.
You have your seasons where you're winning. You have your seasons where you're struggling. So anybody out there that want to become an entrepreneur, I always tell them, like, you have to be prepared, to work even harder than what you was doing for your 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And always keep, during the good times, like I treat the good times and the bad times the same.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because I know that the tides can turn, at any moment. So I always stay humble, and I always make sure that we keep something in the reserve, for those rainy days.
Oh, I love that. So keeping something in the reserve, that's a nugget. If y'all missed that, I just wanted to reiterate that because like you said, being in business, you don't, like you said, the tables can turn at any time. Absolutely. And the crazy thing is, what I love, I guess, about entrepreneurship is, I know for me, sometimes it seems like you can go weeks without making $1 and then tomorrow it's just like you hit it, like you just hit it hard. So that's what I appreciate about that roller coaster is like, sometimes Yeah, you hit it big. But it is a journey, you know.
I remember telling my dad when I first quit my job, I could hear it in his voice how disappointed he was. Like he didn't come out and say he was disappointed, but I was like, I could feel it. It was just like he was like, you sure this is what you want to do? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And I felt like, I quit my job November 2019, and I had that conversation with him. And it wasn't until I would say 2021, 2 years later, or maybe 3 years, maybe 2022, 3 years later, to where I had a month where I made more than my salary. I made my salary that I was making as a civil engineer. I made that in a month. We brought that
Wow.
in a month. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? In
Wow.
revenue. But like again, the tables can turn. So,
Yeah.
I
Just
never,
yeah.
I stayed humble. You know
I
what I mean?
got you.
Like,
Got
so it's,
you.
it's like with with my 9 to 5, I always felt like I had a ceiling.
Mm.
And with, entrepreneurship, I just have so much more freedom.
I
You know what
love
I'm saying?
that. I love that. So, like you said, having a ceiling, that was a good,
Mm-hmm.
analogy. Like, there is no limitation because, like you said, you made more, in that 1 month that you made, in the duration of your 9 to 5. So that's some good nuggets and some good advice. So what, being an engineer, do you use some of that like in your entrepreneur, or did you just lay that down and
Nah,
just
so
like
in entrepreneurship, I feel like I take a lot of the elements from, the stuff that I was doing as a project manager.
mm-hmm.
So, I approach like working with my clients, whether it's a small task such as just posting something for it. I still come with that project management approach because I do everything with excellence, right?
Yes.
But I still take that project management approach and make sure that, there's systems in place and that we're doing everything as efficient as possible.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean? So from that aspect, yes. As far as like the technical side, as far as like numbers and stuff like that, I mean, I create tons and tons of spreadsheets with like budgets and things like that. I mean, now I'm getting into the nerdy stuff. I used to work on quantities for projects and stuff like that. So I just take some of those same concepts and apply it
Got
this
you.
way. But as
Got
far as
you.
like the finding the moments and forces and things like that, I ain't doing that.
Hey, well,
I ain't
look,
doing
at
none of
least
that.
you get a little bit of relief,
Yeah,
being your own boss. You
yeah,
don't have to like conform to it. And I think that's cool, too.
yeah, for sure.
So, being
I do have a boss. My wife is my
Sheikah,
boss. Yeah,
look,
she keep
I'm
me in
about to
line.
say,
Like
because
keep me in
Sheikah
line.
with herself this tall, she could be like, look here. But we love Sheikah. Like, hey, girl, hey, look.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, so, being in this space where you are the directory, for black businesses, do you get to frequent with a lot of businesses? Are there any like highlight,
Yeah,
businesses that you could shout out? Look, that
absolutely,
you look.
absolutely. Don't put me on the spot like that because as soon as I say a business,
They
people
gonna be
like,
like, why you
okay, why
didn't
ain't say
like
my
why you
name?
didn't add
But
me?
no,
Look.
I think it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because again, when you start doing this, a lot of people feel entitled. So you
Mm.
do have businesses who feel entitled. They just feel like you're supposed to support them just because you're Blackbook Houston. You're supposed to support me, right? So
Mm.
people think that they could just offer you free stuff and you're supposed to just automatically support them.
Ooh.
So it's a gift and a curse. But there are businesses where I don't mind doing that for because I see them putting in the work as well.
Got you.
But there's also businesses I'm just like, bro, you're not even trying or you're not even like putting in the work
Yeah.
and you just expect me to do this, for free, like free of charge, like not even like
Not even
just like
nothing,
trying
just
to,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
So
got
I mean,
you.
it's a gift and a curse, but there are businesses that I frequent, a lot that have their stuff together, which I consider them Black Book certified. I'd be like, this
Okay.
business is Black Book
Okay.
certified,
Okay.
so I put the stamp on them because I know they're gonna give you good customer service. I know they're gonna give you good quality products, like, and I'll stamp them. So I do have those businesses, and then I have businesses where I'm never gonna bash a black owned business publicly. But I do go to the owners, tell them like, hey,
Yeah.
here's some concerns that I
Yeah.
have, here's some
Yeah.
concerns that people have, and here's how you can, help
And
improve your business. Whether they take that information and do something about it, that's up to them. But we try to be fair and consistent, with everybody that we do.
So do you feel like, and I hate to say,
Nah, we
compare
gonna
you
be
guys,
real.
but do you guys feel like Keith Lee, like how Keith Lee be kind of going around, and and they kind of treat you because, oh, it's Black Book, so we gotta, you know what I mean?
I do. I've had that. I've had where people have said like, "Hey, I had this bad experience." I'm like, I ain't never had that experience. And then I think about it. I'm just like, well, I do get the Black Book experience.
Exactly.
So what I've started doing, and see now you put me on the spot. You got the stickers. I have people who frequent businesses, and they'll come back and tell me their experience and have a legit experience. And that's another reason why we developed the app. So we have an app now, so
Okay.
people can go and leave reviews as well on these businesses. So it's
Mm.
not just
Your
Jeremy
yeah,
Blackbooks
got you.
certifying them. It's like, nah, we want the people to be able to give their honest feedback and give their experience that they have with these businesses, so that you can have a fair assessment when you get ready to patronize a business.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you. Okay. So y'all heard it here first. If you are on, going to the Blackbook Houston, make sure that you get the app, right?
Absolutely. Get the
So
app.
that way, when you go to these different, restaurants, bars, lounges, you want to give real feedback, your real experience, right?
Yep.
So that way people can know, but I think the whole concept is just dope. And do you have like any tips or advice for anybody who's looking to get into entrepreneurship, not necessarily a directory or anything like that, but I think there's just levels to entrepreneurship, period, right?
Got
So
you. Got you. Got you.
any tips or guidance for for those that's listening?
Absolutely. Stay in your word. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just look like this, but I stay in my word.
I got
That's
you.
that's one of the things that I pride myself on, is staying consistent and having a relationship, whatever that higher power is for you.
Mm-hmm.
But just having that spiritual connection that's gonna keep you going.
For
So
sure.
my favorite Bible verse that I go to is James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. And it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because the testing of your faith is going to develop perseverance, and perseverance must finish its work, so that you may be whole and complete, not lacking anything." Right. So in that verse is basically telling you trials are gonna come.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean? It's no way around it. You gotta have that test in order to have a testimony. You can't have a testimony without getting tested.
That is so
So
true.
you gotta, have that spiritual side, stay strong spiritually. Because trials are gonna come. And again, stay humble through it all.
For sure.
I've seen businesses who are on top, and they start talking reckless, start talking crazy, like they forget where the support come from. I joke around and say I'm my own boss, and my only boss is my wife, right? But in actuality, your boss is your clients,
For sure.
and you're
For
gonna always
sure.
have to serve somebody.
For
So,
sure.
just stay humble through it all and stay prayed up.
For sure. Well, that's some great advice, and I definitely appreciate you sharing that with our viewers and our listeners. So let's talk about it. You're gonna be at the Woke Money
Yeah.
Conference. It is officially and utterly going down. I cannot wait. And so you're gonna be hosting a workshop.
Yeah. So we're gonna be hosting the workshop.
I just want to know. We don't have to give them every detail,
Look.
But give us just a little
Look.
bit of what we
Look.
can expect.
So I got some speakers. I ain't announced
Okay,
them yet.
okay,
I ain't
okay,
announced them
okay,
yet.
okay.
But make sure you get your tickets, because you don't want to miss this. And our workshop, we gonna be hooking some people up with some free game.
Okay.
That, is very important. It's gonna be a lot of nuggets. The general, like what we're gonna be talking about is, one, how to protect your business, how to protect your brand, how to elevate your brand. You know what I'm saying? Legally, through marketing, and then also how to get financing for your business.
I love
So
it.
if you're really trying to get this money, we're gonna teach you how to get it.
Hey,
and we're gonna have the people and the resources in the room that's gonna help you get it.
And see, that's what I'll be trying to see. I'll be trying to tell them. So, at the end of the day, y'all hearing it here first. Like Blackbook Houston said, they're gonna have some free information, some resources that you guys can leave with. I mean, it's definitely going down. So if you're an entrepreneur looking to get some money for your business, you definitely want to tap in. And then another thing, I don't know if this is, I think this might be more Sheikah side of the fence, so I ain't gonna put you on blast. But I know that you guys do have a large following. right?
Mm-hmm.
And so with that being said, I know that's something that people struggle with, it's a lot of entrepreneurs that struggle with social media, getting their followers up, stuff like that. Again, if this ain't look, is if this ain't your forte, hey, we'll put this to the side. But do you have any tips? Because I know it's a lot of people that may be listening, like, man, how do we get the K behind our social media?
So good marketing is your best friend.
Okay.
Notice what I said. I said good
Good,
marketing.
good.
I just know any kind of thing.
Okay.
So if you know how to market, I'll say this: if you know how to market, then you know how to market. If you don't know how to market, hit us up.
Oh,
we got
okay,
you. We got you.
okay.
You know what I'm
Look,
saying? Hit us up.
I ain't gonna lie. I had to hit him up.
It's
Miss
all right.
Cat, hit him up because I was like,
It's all
look,
right.
we need the support for this conference, right? And so far, we've been doing some great things already, and it's only been a couple of weeks, and things are definitely progressing. So, like he said, if you don't know what you're doing, get with the experts, and you can find them. So for those that aren't familiar with the Black Book Houston, tell us, how to get in contact and then how they can find you.
So you can find us on www.blackbookhouston.com and at Blackbook Houston on all social media platforms. And then once again, we're not hard to find. You can reach out to us directly. You could DM us. We're not the type of people that like stay out my DMs. No, DM us. Like, reach out to us, message us, email us, info@blackbookhouston.com, and we'll be sure to help you and, support you in any way that we can.
And I can vouch for that because I'll be honest with you, before connecting with you guys, I have been, just following the page and things of that nature. And you do tend to find people with a larger following or got this or that going on. They be like, like you said, stay out of my DM. Don't, I'm good, whatever. But what I will say is Sheikah said, hey, inbox me. And like I inboxed her and she responded and that's real right there. So I can vouch, even from my experience dealing with you guys, that like when they say hit them up, they really mean hit them up. So if you guys are, looking for some marketing or, whatever the case may be, definitely hit them up. But for us that are on the business side, like we want to be in the directory, how does that part work?
You could go to our website as well.
Okay.
And on the website, it has to where you can submit your business. It's one of the first things that'll pop up on the page when you go to the website.
Okay.
So it's like really easy. But if you forget, you can always go to www.blackbookhouston.com.
Okay.
/promote.
Okay.
And then the information will pop up.
Okay. And is there a fee to be a part of the Black Book?
There is.
Okay.
So there's different packages that we have so that you can sign up. Unfortunately, if you didn't join in 2019, you missed all the free stuff. 2019 was doing it for free. Now you gotta pay.
Well, but, hey, look, yesterday's
nothing,
price. Look,
it's nothing ridiculous. We made it reasonable so that if you're just getting started, you could be a part of this. And if you've been in the game for a long time, you can still support.
For sure. So. Well, I think that it just like if we all doing Black business, we all need to be on Black Book straight up. Like no. I don't think there's no other way to put it. For sure. And that's what woke money is all about. So we definitely support Blackbook Houston. We do business with you guys and we appreciate that mutual support because it is mutual and I can definitely attest to that. So before we go and before we get up out of here, because look, I know you got to shoot, you got things to look there. Oh, so for those that don't know, they do actually do some shoot and content and stuff like that for you as well. So if you don't know how to do it,
so we'll do it for you. So check this out. That's why I say with the marketing, if you don't know how to market, that's okay. Reach out to us. We'll manage your social media page. We'll create your flyers. We design stuff. We'll shoot your commercials. We'll come out, get some drone footage, and you name it, we're gonna do it for you. We're gonna hook you up.
And what I would like to say, because for those that know me, they know that I'm on the production side too. They production is A1. It it's the truth. So
We appreciate
if
that.
you definitely want to get some production, or if you need production, commercials, things of that nature, definitely hit them up. And then of course they have the platform, so
Yep.
that way once they shoot your content, they can put it on their platform and get you the reach, to that as well.
Mm.
So I am definitely an advocate of the Black Book Houston.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
I definitely agree that people need to, if you're a black business, you need to be connected with Black Book Houston. So before we go, is there any last final thoughts, anything that I forgot?
Yeah.
Look.
So I'm gonna say two things.
Okay.
One, because I just thought about it as you were saying it. Also, if you already have your content created, you can send it to us and we can post it for you. That's one. And then two, I want to give a special shout out to a business, and I'm gonna give y'all for tuning in a head start on this. So there's a dentist office called Visionary Smiles. They're gonna do a giveaway. They haven't even announced it yet. So y'all
Okay.
getting first dibs. They're doing a giveaway for some free veneers.
Ooh.
Right. So if you're interested in getting some free veneers, you want to enhance your smile, let me know, DM us, and I can send you the information on what you have to do to enter this giveaway. So yeah, check them out. Visionary Smiles. Tune in, tap into them.
See,
They
you
do
see,
excellent quality work.
you
Yeah.
see how this goes. So y'all, for those that are tuned in, watching, all if you on their live, our live, whatever the case may be, look at that, a free giveaway just for being tapped in. You never know what you may receive. So, and it's the same
Make sure
thing.
y'all follow them right now.
And so the thing is, this is what we're bringing to the conference. I have to keep bringing this back in, full circle. It's going to be a lot of phenomenal people, a lot of giveaways, a lot of just everything that you need. So make sure, especially for those, look, especially for y'all, make sure that you guys are following Woke Money Movement. I don't see my alerts going off, so I don't think y'all clicking it as of yet, but I
Yeah.
need y'all to be following Woke Money Movement, so that way y'all can stay up to date on what's going on with this conference, and just stay up to date with all the people
Can I
that's
can I
attached.
say
You
something?
can definitely say something.
Look, so we did a tour. It's gonna be at NRG Center. We did a tour at NRG Center. I was with Miss Cat, and I never met so many phenomenal people in my life at one time. So this conference is going down. That wasn't even all the speakers that was in the room, and it was already some powerful people in that room that I met. So make sure that y'all come to the Woke Money Conference. It's going down June 8th at the NRG Center. Yes, we will have our own workshop, but there'll be other workshops as well. So make sure y'all come tune in. It's gonna be a lot of nuggets, a lot of gems on how to enhance your brand, how to make some money for yourself, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work in a 9 to 5, whether you just a retired person and you want to elevate even more. So
For
make sure you
sure.
come out, get your tickets. What you doing? We got the pre-sales going on right now.
They
Look,
missed the
oh,
look,
they
y'all
missed
missed
it.
the
Y'all missed
pre-sale,
it.
but this the thing. So we want this to cater to everybody. So the
Mm-hmm.
tickets are only $50, y'all. Like you can't, like, we just basically just giving this thing away. Okay.
Yeah.
So for $50, you get access to over 40 different workshops, panel discussions, vendors. I mean, we had the Woke Money Award ceremony. It's just gonna be a day
It's gonna
of,
be phenomenal.
it's just a day of this black excellence, like, for real.
Look,
Like,
when I was doing the tour, I'm gonna tell you how I felt.
okay.
I felt how I felt when I was in Atlanta walking through InvestFest. I could already
Ooh.
see it. I could already
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
I can
Well,
already
look,
see it. People say InvestFest need to come to Houston. I think this is a good opportunity to, what I'm saying, really get a sneak peek of what that could actually look like.
I
So make sure you get your tickets, because $50 for all this information,
it
all the workshops, and the different
no,
people that's gonna be in the room, you
no,
can't beat
for
it.
real, for real. Like, even I had somebody, I'm not gonna name their name, but I had one of the ladies that's gonna be a part of the event. She was like, "How much are the tickets? $50." She was like,
Yeah.
"My information alone is
You know what I'm saying?
is worth way more than that." So, but like I tell, everybody, there can't be no excuse.
Yeah.
You can't say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I didn't come because the tickets were too high," or this, that, and there is no excuse not to be in the building. If you don't come, it's just because you ain't tired. Like, so if you're ready to make a change, and that change might not be, "Oh, I'm broke." That change might be like, "Hey, I got a bag, but I'm trying to make sure that I get more money, or I know how to maintain that bag," right? So change doesn't always have to be like, "Oh, I'm broke, struggling. Let me, figure that out." So this is for everybody. No matter where you are, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're, personally coming, whatever the case may be, you definitely want to be in a building. So we appreciate you tapping in, giving us, that stamp of approval. But yes, this is definitely going to be a phenomenal thing. So shout out to the Blackbook Houston. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. And for those that don't know, like I said, we are at wokemoney.org. Shout yourself out one more time before we go.
www.blackbookhouston.com and at Blackbook Houston on all social media platforms. Thanks again for having me.
Oh, most
Appreciate it.
definitely. Much love. So we're going to go ahead and tap into a commercial, but we appreciate Blackbook Houston. Make sure y'all stay connected with them. Make sure that you stay connected with wokemoney.org, and we will see you in a few. Thank you.
Business for Businesses is a dynamic content